Alright, Sistas fans, now in the promo for next week's episode, Curveballs, it seems that Gary reveals that he knows the woman who was a part of the threesome that Andi participated in with Robin. Now, I recall mentioning this in one of my previous videos that despite looking up IMDb, the end credits of the episode, this woman had an apparent uncredited role. I don't know if we're ever going to see her again, or if she will have her name dropped in the upcoming episode. But you have to wonder, did Gary set up the threesome in order to keep it tabs on Andi? Which, yet again, I know that fans say this, and I don't really talk about it as much as a lot of people do, but people talk about how Tyler Perry has a way of writing black women to deal with so much trauma and be stereotypical, you know, rolling eyes, neck shaking, all that. I mean, what is it? Eye rolling, you know, neck moving, just bitter black women. And then, you know, of course, there are those who talk about how the dark-skinned men are portrayed to be, you know, evil and the light-skinned men are nicer. But then again, when you look at the Oval, I will say that stereotype is broken because both Barry and Kareem are assholes to Sharon. But somebody pointed out, Jeremy, go back to the episode, what was it? Episode 18 of season 3. I believe that was the episode where Andi and Robin are sitting at the bar at the Carlisle Hotel. Well, no, actually, they're sitting at a booth at the Carlisle Hotel, and they're having their drinks. This is before they go upstairs and almost have sex the first time, but then Andi decides to leave. In the booth behind Andi, there's one woman who, the back of the head, we see her, but we're paying attention to the woman that we can see. A couple fans told me, I think that's the same girl that was part of the threesome. I looked at the faces of both the girl that we could see very well in bed with Robin and Andi compared to the woman in the booth, and to be completely honest, I don't think that's her. I can't tell because it's like, you know, obviously when she was in bed with Robin, we never saw her full outfit. I think she was wearing like the green bra and everything, but maybe it is her. I can't really tell 100%, but to be honest, this is Gary we're talking about. So if he knows, then well, it would make sense. It would just be creepy as hell when you really think about it. But how does Gary know the girl that Andi had a threesome with? I guess Gary would still have to suspect Robin and Andi are a thing because he met Robin before. And I mentioned this in the video, like the one about fans thinking Jasmine was the one who was in the bed. You know, in the preview for last week's episode, we didn't see the full body of the woman. We just knew there was a woman in the bed with Robin. And it's like, ooh, what if Jasmine has been, you know, keeping tabs on Andi and seduced Robin at the bar, leading to them having sex, going up to his room, and then Andi shows up and this and that. But it would just be incredibly weird for Gary to do that. Not out of the realm of what he's capable of doing, but just completely wrong. So this girl was apparently arranged by Gary to keep tabs on Andi, leading to the threesome, and then that's how Gary found out about it? Make it make sense, Tyler. Again, I could be completely wrong. Like I said, this is pure speculation because this girl kind of sort of looks like the girl that was in the bed, but we don't know for sure. But let me know your thoughts. How the heck does Gary know about that threesome? How does he know that girl? Like, you know, did the girl like call Gary saying, hey, Gary, you know, your fiance we had a threesome. Huh? If you've been watching Bruh season 2, then you know a similar kind of thing happened with Regina and Pam putting Bill in a compromising position to see what he would do if he would, quote unquote, be unfaithful to Regina. And then, you know, Mike was having Pam followed, and even though Bruh and Sisters really don't parallel or, you know, intersect with each other like they used to in season 1 of Bruh, that is, some of these story elements are kind of the same thing. So Let me know what you think. How do you know? Excuse me. How does Gary know about the threesome? Did he arrange it? Who is this girl? We'll find out soon enough. I don't know. This is crazy as hell if you ask me. But thanks so much for tuning in. All I'm saying is this. If Gary knows about this threesome, then why the hell would he even stay with Andi to begin with? It's like, huh? I don't know. I mean, remember that one moment in an upcoming episode, which is probably going to be the season finale. The one where Andi is like, in the bedroom, well, in the hotel with Robin. And then he's like, we would like to do it again. We? And then the door opens and what if it's Gary that comes out? He's up in the closet. To have a threesome. I don't know. This is some Gary crap he would pull. I honestly think it's going to be Gary. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support on the channel as always. Make sure you take a moment to hit like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon and select all. That way you are notified whenever I post content on the channel. Follow me on social media. And if you would like to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.